Hey guys, yesterday I recorded a video about this interesting Reaver build I've been making up in the beta. Was feeling pretty crap yesterday, so it was pretty rambly, and there was some awful sound balancing issues with the map recorded at the end. So now in this video I'm just going to talk about the build. There won't be any killing stuff in this video. If you just want to see killing stuff, head to the forum thread linked in this video's description, or just go back to the forum thread if that's how you came here, and look in the rest of the videos section down near the bottom, and you'll see videos of killing stuff. This video is just going to be talking about the build. So, character's called Relentless Reaver, so a Reave character, and the Relentless comes because we are using this Relentless Fury decorative axe in one hand. So I was pretty intrigued by this item as soon as it was first teased in the initial beta spoils. It's got a lot of cool mods on it. Fortunately, it's a low-level weapon with crap damage for endgame, so you can't actually use it as a primary attacking weapon, but there are some interesting ways you can take advantage of its good mods, and one of those is using Reave. So, the reason this works is because Reave only works with claws, daggers, and one-handed swords. It doesn't work with axes, so if you use a non-compatible weapon in one hand and a compatible weapon in the other hand, you'll only attack with the compatible weapon over and over. So, we are using the Relentless Fury in one hand, and a claw in the other hand. Decided to go with claws. You could probably do this with daggers also, but claws are really strong now in the beta. Got some insane lifesteal on them, and their base numbers have been buffed a little bit. So yeah, claw in one hand, axe in the other. Reave is our main skill, obviously, since we're a Reaver. So currently running a 5-link. Got Reave, melee fizz, fortify, increased crit, multi-strike. You could run power charge on crit here, or if you have your 4-link, you'll just want these 3 red ones. Ditch the blue one. 4-link, obviously easy to get for anyone. 5-link, not too bad. For a 6-link, I would probably add faster attacks or maybe power charge on crit. Power charge on crit would be nice for bosses. For maps, I'm running the typical Herald of Thunder, Curse on Hit, Assassin's Mark set up, so we get our power charges that way, so we don't need power charge on crit. But for bosses without adds around, power charge on crit would be nice. Rest of our gear is just random rares to fill out resists and get as much life as we can. Right about 4k life, and all our resists are capped and merciless. I guess I'll actually hover each item for a sec just so you can see what I'm using. Obviously none of this stuff is like super GG items or anything, since this is just a beta. It's only been a few days into this character, and there's frequent wipes, so I probably won't get super crazy gear on this character. Eventually, I'll probably run this character again when the patch goes live, and I'd like to run a rat's nest for a hat, and either a carcass jack or a belly of the beast for a chest. And if you're able to get really insane resists on your jewelry, belt, and boots, you could run a Maligros for your gloves. We are vol packed, so reflect's not an issue, and with the recent reflect changes, reflect's pretty easy in general anyways for anyone, but vol packed makes it so we can just swing into it no problem. Just using random crap flasks. Got a couple of seething flasks for if our life gets chunked down, and then just some quicksilvers and a mana flask just in case, because we do have very little unreserved mana now, because it's a pretty low level reduced mana, so that'll get a little better as that reduced mana levels. Other skills, we got Summon Ice Golem linked to minion life and Fortify. Ice Golem gives you crit chance and accuracy while he's up, so that's really nice. And then we're running Herald of Ash and Hatred. And then of course, Whirling Blades to get us around quickly. Whirling Blades, for whatever reason, most people seem to agree on this, seems a lot faster in the beta than it is on live. Not quite sure why, but it does seem to be that way. So, now we will talk about passive tree. Started as a ranger. You could maybe do this as a shadow or a duelist, but I think in general the ranger is probably the best start for about any Reave build. Went through this evasion and life, grabbed the good attack speed and stuff there. Heart of the Oak, really sick node, help us avoid being stunned. And then Sort of branched out in both directions as once, grabbing the things I needed. Went down through this way, life. The crit nodes were like the very last things I got. I just ran basically non-crit until sort of topping out on the build, level 81 now. So we got life, got this really sick wheel, Dervish is a sick node, grab our frenzy charge, we grab all three of the frenzy charges on the tree. Bandit rewards, we took life from Oak, attack speed from Creighton, and frenzy charge from Creighton, so we got 7 frenzy charges. Frenzy charges are crazy now in the beta, they give 4% more damage to everything you're doing. It's a more multiplier, so that's pretty nuts. Went over this way, grabbed Vol Pack, headed up to the Scion life wheel to round out our life. We've got an easy jewel socket we can grab there. I don't currently have any jewels, but if I do find a really nice one, I can stick it there. Going up this way again, we skipped the crit initially, but eventually we got this crit here, this crit wheel here. Grabbed acrobatics, grabbed this whole claw wheel, big life steal and mana steal there, and big attack speed. Life and more life steal. So we got lots of life steal there, accuracy and crit, frenzy charge, crit here, damage, speed, life, crit. And we need to pick up some int on the tree in this build because we're using claws and the ranger doesn't have a ton in our starting area, so we get 20 int there. Currently have this int spect. If you had some nice int on gear, then you can ditch that node. Would like to do that eventually. Like I said, I'm level 81 right now. 82, 83, 84 are going to be grabbing the other 2 acrobatics improvements and phase acrobatics. Once we have phase acrobatics, I think we'll be able to take down about any map bosses without much of a trouble. Some of the harder spellcaster bosses right now, we gotta kind of dodge and kite a little bit, but I think phase acrobatics will pretty much be able to face tank them. So yeah, that's the passive tree. Notice this claw has a 10% implicit leech. This is a pretty crap claw, but I'm still clearing maps, no problem. I mean, it's got nice crit chance and like a good attack speed roll, but it's just not a good base. It's got really nice rolls on it, big fizz damage, crappy flat roll, but if this was on a better base, it'd be a lot better. The prehistoric base is actually it's a tier 2, a cruel difficulty claw base. Been trying to roll terror claws because they're really sick now. They've got 1.5 base APS and still the 10% leech implicit. So yeah, got tons of life leech, all packed, rounded out our resists. Relentless Fury. I guess I should talk about the whole reason we're using Relentless Fury. It's got 3% leech on it as well, so that's added life leech to our Reaver on our other hand. Culling Strike is a global mod. It even applies to spells, but it'll also apply to our Reave with our Claw. And then Relentless Fury gives Onslaught for 3 seconds when you cull something. Onslaught gives you 20% move speed and attack speed. Anything that gives you bonus move speed is really nice with Reave because you want to hop between packs quick and keep your Reave stacks up. And then Cannot Be Chilled with Onslaught is also really nice. Makes it so we're basically chill immune all the time, so chilling ground maps and high cold damage mobs are not an issue for us. Currently, with that low level reduced mana, I actually have to turn off Herald of Thunder, summon the Golem, and turn Herald of Thunder back on. But, I guess, real quick, we'll just hop into docks and get our frenzy charges and power charges up and check what our DPS is sitting at. Gotta turn on Blood Rage, start killing everything. Get that Herald of Thunder rolling. Okay, there's everything up. So our DPS is 13,543, which isn't too bad. That'd be a lot higher if we had a better claw. This is not a very good claw, but yeah, 13.5k, not too bad for basically mostly self-found stuff in a quick beta split. That's all there really is to say about the build. Like I said, check out the videos section in the forum thread if you want to see videos of actually killing hard stuff. Hope you enjoyed it. I like making funky builds around items that most people aren't using. They don't always turn out great, but I think this one actually turned out pretty good, so I'll probably run it again. once this patch actually goes live, and I'll be testing different stuff coming up in the beta splits. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see some of those other interesting builds coming up in future beta splits, be sure to subscribe to the channel because I will make videos for those as well. Hope you all have a good day, and happy hunting in Rayclast.